Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. Today we are going to pray for defection of legislators in India. Due to defection from independence, 50 times the elected government was dissolved. Particularly from 2014, 7 times the elected state governments is dissolved by a defection of our MLAs. This should be prevented for stability of the state government. For that, we should make a stringent amendment in anti-defection law which is brought by Sri Rajiv Gandhi on 1985. In this video, I made this content for this. This content is very big, that's why I make it this video on 7 parts. In every video, I make the content from Google Drive. You can go through that and then know about this. எனக்கு மிகவும் பிரியமான சகோதரர்களே, இயேசு கிறிஸ்துவின் நாமத்தினாலே உங்களை நான் இந்த வீடியோவை பார்ப்பதற்கும் கேட்பதற்கும் உங்களை வரவேற்கிறேன். இன்றைக்கு நாம் ஜெபிக்க வேண்டிய ஜெபக்குறிப்பு, இந்தியாவிலே எம்எல்ஏக்களையும் எம்பிக்களையும் விலைக்கு வாங்கி மக்களால் தேர்ந்தெடுக்கப்பட்ட மாநில அரசாங்கத்தை கவிழ்த்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். இது தடுக்கப்பட வேண்டும். இந்தியா சுதந்திரம் அடைந்து 75 வருடத்திலே 50 தடவை மாநில அரசாங்கங்கள் ஆட்சி கவிழ்ப்பு செய்யப்பட்டிருக்கின்றன. குறிப்பாக கடந்த 8 வருடத்திலே 2014 பிஜேபி அரசாங்கம் மத்தியிலே ஆட்சி பொறுப்பில் வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் 7 மாநில அரசாங்கங்கள் எம்எல்ஏக்களை விலைக்கு வாங்கி ஆட்சி கவிழ்ப்பு நடந்திருக்கிறது. இவைகள் தடுக்கப்பட வேண்டும். அதற்காக ஏற்கனவே இருக்கின்ற ஆன்டி டிஃபெக்ஷன் லாவில் ஒரு கடுமையான சட்ட அமலாக்கம் நடைபெற வேண்டும். அதற்காக நாம் ஜெபிக்க வேண்டும். இந்த வீடியோவானது இதனுடைய கண்டென்ட் அதிகமாக இருப்பதனாலே இதை 7 பார்ட் வீடியோவாக வெளியிட்டுள்ளேன். ஒவ்வொரு வீடியோவிலும் இதனுடைய கண்டென்ட் முழு கண்டென்ட்டும் என்னுடைய கூகுள் டிரைவ் லிங்கில் இருந்து அதை கொடுத்திருக்கின்றேன். அதை நீங்கள் வாசிக்கும் போது முழுவதாக எல்லாவற்றையும் தெரிந்து கொள்ள முடியும். இதை எழுதுவதற்கு எனக்கு இன்ஸ்பயர் கொடுத்த ஆதாரமாக 2022 2022 defection of Shivsena MLAs in Maharashtra and Congress MLA in Goa. The anti-defection law has been in place for over 3 decades now. Individual and group of legislators have been able to destabilize governments regularly over the years. But the penalty of loss of membership of the legislators has never deterred MLAs and MPs from switching political parties. In the Westminster system of parliamentary democracy that India follows, defections are supposed to be legal since governments hold office. Defections are supposed to be legal since governments hold office at the pleasure of the elected legislators. MPs in the national parliament and MLAs in the state legislature can decide to withhold their support to their own government by defecting. Recent events in the Indian state of Maharashtra and Goa reaffirm the existence of glaring loopholes in a law aimed at bolstering political stability in India. The recent fall of the democratically elected government led by Uddhav Thackeray marks the seventh such collapse since 2014, brought about by defection or rebellions. In the Indian political ecosystem, the Ayaram Gayaram culture has flourished over the years despite stringent anti-defection laws. Ayaram Gayaram was a phrase that became popular in Indian politics after a Haryana MLA Gaya Lal changed his party thrice within the same day in 1967. Opportunism is a characteristic of human nature, and people often switch allegiance in search of a better chance. In politics, the switch mostly takes place either in groups often driven by one or more leaders or individually. The reason for these types of switches could be either that the former party is no longer serving the goal that was formerly the motivating factor to join the party, or that is not benefited the person anymore. One such example of this, Jyotiraditya Scindia, who switched the sides from the Congress to the BJP and was later appointed Union Civil Aviation Minister last year. Between the 4th and 5th general election in 1967 to 72, from among the 4,000 odd members of the Lok Sabha and the legislative assemblies in the states and the union territories, there were nearly 2,000 cases of defection and counter defection. By the end of March 1971, approximately 50% of the legislature had changed their party affiliation, and several of them did it more than once, some of them as many as 5 times. In the late 1960s, most defectors were from Congress. Between 1957 to 67, Congress India Party was the only one to benefit from defection. The Morarji Desai lead government also fell due to defection by more than 70 MPs. Up to first four general election after independence, the Congress more or less continued to enjoy luxurious majority. Till the split in the Congress was comfortable in the Lok Sabha, as no serious challenge to it was possible from any quarter. The problem started when the state level parties emerging and the politics of defection started.